All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, this is your Power Connection series, ladies and gentlemen, with Dr. Kevin Vaughan, CEO and founder of the MLT Media Network. And I have the pleasure of having one of my wonderful guests on from another part of the country. Matter of fact, she is so top secret, we can't even tell you where she's at right now. But Theresa, how you doing today, ma'am? Theresa Chaze.
Kevin, I'm wonderful. Thank you for hosting me. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. You're looking awesome. As you know, we are in a serious times of history. We are literally making history as we're speaking. It's pretty interesting when you think
Yes.
about it. Whoa, just exciting. So guys, hey, you may ask, what is Power Connections? Well, first of all, we bring in powerful people like Liz Chaze, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about what she does. We'll be talking about media today. Without media, I guess it would be really boring. Theresa, we didn't have no media, boy. Woo. I figured if we didn't have media in sports, we'd be out of business when we wouldn't even be in business. Really.
Oh, definitely. World would definitely be a poorer place without it.
Absolutely. So we're so glad that you're in this area. We're going to here to help you guys out who want to get in media more, who are already in media and need a little boost. We're going to be talking about that with Theresa Chaze today, and she's going to be sharing her wonderful self. Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I always like to have some fun too. And Theresa, since we're in media, you know, we always got to put on our cool glasses, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm to the age where I need readers. So
exactly. Yeah, I don't need to read anything right now. So it's all good. So I like to have, we like to honor all our media people. I'm talking about your writers, directors, and actors, of course, both men and women, even our children actors right out there. We honor you guys. You guys do some great work out there. How about this? Your doubles and your stunt people and everybody behind the scenes, right? Camera people. I think the camera people are obviously the camera people are the most important people, right? Because they'll.
Well, yeah.
It's amazing, ain't it? So I love it. So Theresa, we always like to open up. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, when I want to play God,
yeah.
I write a novel. But media, film, and television, documentaries, all that is a choir.
Yeah.
And everybody from the exec down to food service contributes their energy, and they are equally important.
Yes, they are. They really, it's a teamwork. It's all about teamwork.
Yes.
That's what it is. It comes down to that. So we honor everybody in the industry. I've got friends, Theresa, like you in the industry here in Atlanta area, and they do a great job. They're awesome directors, they're awesome writers, got producers, we got film and editors and, you know, all that stuff. So we honor you guys today, and we want you guys to get involved now. So I'm gonna take these shades off so I can see. This is our shades for the day, honoring our media network. Well, Theresa, one thing we like to do on Power Connections is give you some time to talk, just anything from your heart to kind of open up a little bit to our network.
Okay.
And then also too, you know, we're in some serious times.
Yes.
Oh, so let me give you a few minutes to talk before we get started.
Okay. I started in the industry in television in the mid 80s.
Yes, ma'am.
And I worked at a small independent network in Grand Rapids and moved to Traverse City and worked at an ABC affiliate. And I wrote, I produced, I directed. As a director, I suck. I'm a really good editor, but what I do best is writing. But I left the industry when I became involved with a production team that had ethics issues. And I was becoming somebody I did not like.
Right.
But I left the industry. But if you are a true film and television professional, you're never gone for long.
Right.
And so I started coming back about 10 years ago. And things I've learned, it's easier to start a career than restart a career. And I write and produce projects that are based on age, gender, and ethnic diversity. I'm all about breaking stereotypes in front of and behind the cameras, especially for women, Native Americans, and veterans. And I am pulling together a team for a new film and television production studio. And it's more of a cooperative than a traditional studio.
I love it.
So,
yeah, and one thing we want to do, Theresa, I want to let everybody know who's listening and will be listening later via YouTube and all about 6 other platforms. If you have any inkling of wanting to get in this area, you're going to need to contact Theresa. She's going to give you some information later so you guys can get in touch with her about your talents and your needs as well. So we're
Yeah.
excited about that. Yeah.
I'm willing to help and mentor others, because it's my
Yeah.
belief that when we help each other, everybody wins.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Theresa, let's talk about a little bit about what's going on the planet. We got all kind of alphabets now of diseases and
Yes.
things going on. I am not an expert. I am not a doctor, but all I know, we got to take care of ourselves. How are you doing and your family doing in this time? We have to ask that as well. How are you guys doing right now, your family?
Well, I did have COVID. I was down for several days,
Wow.
and I did have the variant. But since I'd been vaccinated, I didn't even bother to go get tested.
Right.
I see life as, yes, it's horrible that over 800,000 people have died.
Yeah.
But COVID has forced us to stop,
Yep.
slow down,
Yep.
and reevaluate, which is what I did as well.
Yeah.
I was a doer. I missed so much of my life because I was always working.
Mm-hmm.
And so myself and so many others have had a time to reevaluate. And this is the first time ever that the industry locked down.
Right.
Because normally we used to keep going,
Yeah.
during economic challenging times,
Yeah.
the industry always did well.
Right.
Because people will find the money for entertainment.
Yep.
Because it helps heal.
Yep. Sure does.
But everything was shut down.
Yeah.
And in a way it was good, because it helped people really establish boundaries and find what is important to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Powerful area. Matter of fact, I took some notes the other day. I forgot. Oh, here it is. I think this is one here. 4 million people, that's probably more than that, but 4 million people quit their jobs. They
Yes.
quit. I said, I'm out of here. This ain't what I really want anyway. And now they're trying to figure out what they got to do, because they're going to have to pay their bills still. But the point is, they're reevaluating is what I see from there as well.
Well, more people have started their own businesses.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you can work from home, and they realize there are other options.
Absolutely.
And you can either be a dark cloud,
Yeah.
or you can find the sunshine.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's always to do. Yeah.
My favorite saying is, you can either damn the darkness or you can become the light. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I love this too, Theresa, because I think for me as well, you literally have to find yourself in order to get stuff done.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean there? And I think a lot of people have done that, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Power Connections is so important here with Theresa today. People are finding themselves to get into the area that they know they love the best, whatever that is. They love this area. Not to say they're not good at something else. Of course, we got to pay our bills. Don't get me wrong. And we always advocate that. We got to work. We have to work. Unfortunately, we got to work unless you have some other means to take care of business. We have to work, but we want you to never forget your dreams. Never forget your family. Never forget your friends, your profession, people that you really like to be around. And we cannot forget those people that are in our lives that make a difference in our lives. So that's what we're excited about talking to Theresa about too as well. And guess what we got to do, Theresa? We got to capture this on film. We got to capture this on television. We got to capture this on writing, scripts and so forth as well. This is how we help entertain and also help educate our nation too, through the industry that you are so much excited about and that we love as well. Because you're right, it's so therapeutic when you go to a great movie or read a great script,
One of the things that I learned about the industry, and why so many negative people attack it, is because when entertainment really works, when you focus on the entertainment and telling the stories, it not only entertains, but you get past people's censors.
Right.
Will and Grace was a very funny show, but it also changed the perceptions of the LGBTQ community.
Right.
And it turned them into people instead of these, snaky monsters that are out to corrupt your children.
Right.
And when you tell a good story, you touch people's hearts and you change
Absolutely.
their minds.
Absolutely. You talk about healing of a nation,
Mhm.
right? Media can do that.
Yes,
Doubt about it. You can also reduce crime, you reduce misconceptions. How about that one there, Theresa?
yeah,
We think we knew something, but oh no, I didn't know. I was doing it all wrong, towards somebody,
exactly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the last few years, it's also been a great source of misinformation
Right,
and lies and
right,
deceit and fake conspiracies.
right.
And
Yep.
it's all about money and power.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I love it because a great story, a great system of media will actually break those stereotypes. I know it be
Yes,
painful sometimes for people, that's fine, but we're talking about people. We're talking about humanity. Theresa, that's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We're
yeah,
talking about humanity being portrayed. Because I'm going to tell you, most people on the planet just want to live their wonderful life out. That's all they want to
yes,
do. They don't want to go through all this other stuff and trying to kill me and because you don't like what I eat, you're going to kill me for that? That's ridiculous, It don't make any sense. So yeah, Teresa, this is so powerful, this area that you're in, because there's so many avenues that helps us as humanity to get better. That's what I like.
yes.
Yeah, just powerful.
I don't know about you, but when I fill out the questionnaires, how you identify yourself and they
Yeah,
come to your race,
yeah,
I check other and write in human.
I love it. I love it. Yeah,
And the first time I did that, the woman just had a cow. You didn't
wow.
do it right.
I
It's
know.
like, yes,
Right.
humans come in all sizes, shapes, and colors.
That's right. That's right.
And to pigeonhole people over something so petty
Yeah.
as the color of the skin
Hmm.
just tells me everything that
Yeah.
I need to know about you.
Exactly. Exactly. And Teresa, I found out that people are just programmed a certain way. You're told to get this film, or excuse me, get this questionnaire filled out correctly. And there's no if, ands, or buts. You can't not think black and white anymore. You just got to think this is the only way it's going to be. Don't think of
Mm-hmm.
any other way. And that's it. So they don't think outside the box. They don't think outside of the humanity of what you're trying to do. Now, I understand you got to follow rules. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Don't do that. We're just saying respect others' opinions and also their input because that's them. But please understand it. Try to understand it before you keep saying, well, y'all filled it out wrong. No, you don't understand why I filled it out this way. That's what
Yes.
we're talking about. So yeah, it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, to really get to know each other. So Theresa, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan. My special guest, Theresa Chaze, ladies and gentlemen, is here. She's in film and television. I want to clarify some stuff because I don't know either. Theresa, what is the difference between film and TV, if you will? Because I see on TV, I see movies and stuff, but can you tell me a little
Mm-hmm.
bit about the difference, please?
Well, the difference between film and television mostly is formatting.
Okay,
Television, movies can be moved to television, and they do it frequently.
gotcha.
But television is based on, especially the TV series, on you know paying on commercials.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
an hour in television is actually 44 minutes of content
gotcha,
because you've got the 16 minutes of commercials.
gotcha. Paying the bills.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, gotta pay the bill.
Film is meant to be watched in one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but I, getting up and going to the bathroom in the middle of a movie, I would, it's really
Yeah, I
hard to
know.
really got to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But with television, you do get those breaks where,
Yeah.
they call them commercials, and advertisers would prefer you not do that.
Right, right.
That's when people, go take care of, business and get snacks but that's primarily the difference.
Gotcha.
But it's also a bit about the pacing.
Mm-hmm.
With, movies, especially for film,
Yeah.
it is a continuous flow.
Mm-hmm.
With television, since you've got the commercial breaks, you've got these mini cliffhangers
Yeah. Yeah.
to get you to stay or to come back.
Yeah.
So, it's all, it's still
Yeah.
all about characters and plot, plot development,
Yes.
but it's basically, just timing and structure.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to talk to Theresa too, guys. about the industry itself. So Theresa, we want to talk a little bit about, because we got young people out there that are coming out of
Mhm.
film school, theater, coming out of development and writing and things like that, and they say, I want to get into this industry. Can you talk to us a little bit about the need of the industry and also what it takes to be a part of the industry? And also, can I make some money in this industry?
Yes, yes. If character actors actually in the long run
Mhm.
make more money. The big stars, they get the
Yeah.
gigantic, salaries,
Yeah,
but they also don't work as much.
right.
Character actors, they work all the time.
Wow.
But also one thing I would advise anybody who wants to get into industry is you learn as much as you can, as quick as you can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I went to college to learn to write for film and television.
Gotcha.
But I took classes on, production classes, which
Mm-hmm.
is how I got my first job. I had an engineering internship
Oh, okay.
of all things.
I love it.
And that's how I got my first job.
Yeah.
It wasn't writing, it wasn't producing, it wasn't directing. It was working in master control. I
Yeah.
was a switcher director, but I also took acting and theater classes
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to learn how actors think
Yeah.
and how the different levels of the medium.
Mm-hmm.
As a writer, those acting classes taught me more than pretty much all of my writing classes.
Wow. Wow.
So if you want to go into acting, learn production. It can get you jobs. If you want to go into producing, learn how to act, learn how to direct, learn how to build sets.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
learn as much as you can.
Yeah.
But also one of the things, no matter what area you're working in, you have to know the business end.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You need to know about contracts. Need to know about business plans. You
Mm-hmm.
never know where it's going to lead you,
Right.
but it will also help you from being screwed.
Mm. So Theresa, is there like courses that people should go to? Is there classes in college they should go through first just to understand what you just said? Is that possible, or how does
Well,
that work?
taking business courses will help. You
Mhm.
don't have to be overwhelmed,
Gotcha.
but you need a basic understanding
Yeah.
of what it means to be in business, to make a
Right.
profit,
Mm-hmm.
accounting,
Mm-hmm.
production classes. If you're going into film and television, learn how to run a camera. You might never
Right.
need it. Learn how to edit. You may never need it, but you
Mm-hmm.
need to know how to do it.
Yes, I love it. I
And
love
you
it.
need to know what a producer does.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. As you're talking, Teresa, I'm thinking about also too some questions here about, do I need an agent always?
Agents are good. They will cost you money. Make sure you get a good one.
Okay.
A friend of mine, he is starting his singing career. He's a
Mm-hmm.
singer-songwriter, and he had a manager who was more of a detriment
Okay.
than an asset.
Got it.
Also learn what the industry standard is for the payment and
Yeah.
the responsibilities for all of them. I
Gotcha.
had an agent early on, and I ended up, it cost me money, and he did me nothing.
Right.
These days, agents work on percentage alone.
Yeah. Makes sense to
Back
me.
then, I was straight out of college,
Right. Yeah. We don't know.
and
We
I
don't
didn't
know.
know. I didn't
Well,
know. And
yeah.
I paid him money
Yeah.
and he did zero for me.
Right.
Absolutely zero.
Yep.
Managers are different than agents.
Mm.
Managers are the ones who help you get gigs, who they're depending on what the manager is, the agreement is.
Mm-hmm.
Most will work on a percentage of what they bring you. So the agents help you find gigs. Agents do the contracts.
Yes.
They also work a percentage. So whatever you're doing, you're 20% off the top
Mm-hmm.
if you've got both. And if you get an agent with legal expertise, bonus points, because you also need an attorney.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
So you need to know as much, like I say, much as you
Yeah.
can,
Absolutely.
about as much as you can.
Yeah.
And that's the only way to protect yourself and your rights to get what you're looking for.
Absolutely. I love it, Theresa. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are listening and like to get into this area, this is why you need to contact Theresa in order to at least get a start with her, right? So you can know what questions to ask and she can give you some great tips on what to do as well. So Theresa, we're going to take a commercial break right now and let people know how to get in touch with you. Because I know there's a lot of folks out there saying, man, I know how to act. Matter of fact, we're going to talk after that. We're going to talk about children actors, right? Mom and dad.
Yes.
Wait, my kid wants to get here. What I got to do? So let's talk. We'll talk about that after. But let's do a commercial break. And Theresa, how can people get in touch with you to want to learn more about your production and television services?
Well, the best way to contact me is through the website, which is kaleidoscopefilmandtelevision.com. You can also call me as long as you're not a crazy stalker person. I've had a couple of those.
I can imagine.
It's no fun at all. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
Yeah.
231-943-3298. Again, but the best way that, to reach me is through kaleidoscopefilmandtelevision.com. My phone number and email address are on the page.
I love it. I love it. We're going to get that information again, guys, for those who will be joining us for the next a half hour or so. So guys, I want you guys to get in touch with her, contact her, get more information. For those who have an area, all you adults out there that want to learn the industry. And also it's important, Theresa, as you mentioned, to get somebody you can trust, right?
Yes.
You're going to do that is you got to I would say, go through Theresa first and get started that way. And then you go from there, but you're going to have to do your homework, folks. So much going on today. I mean, you almost have to check yourself on certain things, make sure you're doing the right stuff, right?
Yes.
Right way. So much going on. So I'm excited about that. But now, Theresa, I've got mom and dad, or maybe a child shows a big area of film, TV, or maybe they even got a script or something like that. How does mom and dad get their child into this wonderful industry?
First off, make sure they have a good life and they have balance. So many of the child actors from the early part of the industry were expected to be adults, from, diapers on up.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Jackson is a prime example of somebody who was stunted.
Wow.
He, started working when he was age 6.
Yeah.
And he was expected to act like an adult. So he never had a childhood.
That explains a lot.
It explains a lot. If you think about, he may, he was a year younger than me, and so when he was an adult, he was still emotionally about 7, 8, maybe 9 years old.
Wow.
And so the things that you would be taboo for most adults, he didn't see anything wrong with it because he was still about 7, 8 years old. Emotionally.
And taken advantage of in some areas, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Mentally, I mean, yeah.
So, make sure your children have childhoods.
Yeah, that's powerful. So that means mom and dad, you need to protect your child's growth, if you will, and their child's years, if you will. Like Theresa said, that's very powerful. I know that's going to be different for every family, right? We understand that, but mom and dad, you have a right to protect your child. I don't care if they're the most talented son or daughter on the planet. They still got to protect their little innocence, and make sure they don't get wrapped up into the system too early that even some adults don't even need to be in,
Yes.
Well.
The second advice, especially with the parents, make sure you keep your own life and your own jobs. There were so many actors, child actors, whose parents, their job was managing. And they took, these children earned, great fortunes, and their parents took it from them because the child was supporting the family. And these days that's illegal. Paul Peterson, he created this wonderful organization that made sure that children, a percentage of their income was put into a trust that nobody could touch.
Right.
And so, if you, no matter how much you love your children and how much energy you want to put into their success, you make sure you have a life of your own and that you are supporting the family and the child, not the child.
Right. Amen. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections, ladies and gentlemen, with Kevin Vaughan. We're talking with Theresa Chaze, ladies and gentlemen, she's an awesome film producer, television projects she works on as well, but also she works with age and gender and ethnic diversity folks all across the globe. And now, Theresa, I want to ask you right now, you have some needs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I do.
You're looking for some great people out there. There's what, 380 million in the United States and about 7.2 billion on the planet. Some of y'all will see this outside the United States. So Theresa, what are some of your needs out there right now? What
Okay. I have needs on 2 levels. Kaleidoscope Film and Television is not a traditional studio.
Mm-hmm.
It is a cooperative that brings together individuals and production companies to create projects where we share our resources and our time and our energy, which means we can build a level of trust.
Yes.
That will lower costs and improve quality, but also lower, by lowering the production costs, you raise the profitability.
Yes.
So I am looking for teams, especially those who are headed by women, Native Americans, and veterans,
Mm-hmm.
to join our team. We, if you can bring money to the table, great. If not, but we need people to help me do the heavy lifting.
Right. Exactly.
And the package is in front of the investors as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
But I was caught flat-footed once before, and I vow never to let that happen again.
That's right.
So I'm going to continue to look for money until the check clears the bank.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we are also offering and looking for product placement partners.
Mm-hmm.
Horses and Heroes is a TV series that will tell veteran stories as they work together to find new coping skills for their physical and emotional challenges.
Yes.
We are looking for a cross-branding partner who wants to reach the 18 to 49-year-old demographic,
Mm-hmm.
especially veterans,
Mm-hmm.
in a way that is proactive and an updated version of what Mutual of Omaha did with the Wild Kingdom.
Oh, very good.
So it will be featured, their brand will be featured in the title. They will get 50 seconds per broadcast hour, which is 44 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They will also have access to hours of footage for their exclusive use in their commercials, in their brick and mortar stores, and in their advertising. But we are also, we are going to be embedding products in our projects. Never Can Say Goodbye is a supernatural thriller, much like the others at Ghost.
Mm.
I've got, big, opportunities and placement for motorized wheelchairs, for radio stations, and alcohol, oxygen masks.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 3 scenes that have radio stations involved that are gonna be long enough to play, 30-second commercials completely.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I got to talk to you about that one myself. See what we can
Okay.
do. Yeah, I'd be glad to work with you on that one to get our network out there. Our goal is to help the veterans, ladies and gentlemen, help the people that we serve out there. She just talked about collaboration. Guys, this is what we do on Power Connections. We connect the dots with the right people, right? So we're talking about you guys having a collaboration. If you want to do that, call Theresa, get in touch with her. She's going to give you updates later on how to get in touch with her. And of course, we're talking about the Horse and Heroes network, if you will, where it's going to be able to serve people all across the nation. And we're always excited about our heroes, our veterans, ladies and gentlemen, that we want to help out. And you talk about humanity. We definitely have dropped the ball in some areas. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. We want people to defend us, but then we don't want them to live when they come back. That's ridiculous. Won't make no sense. But anyway, that's a whole nother story, a whole other time we can get excited about. But you guys support your veterans, no doubt about it, no matter what they're doing. Help them grow, support them, whatever the needs are. to the best of your ability, but always salute and honor your veterans, please, each and every time on that. That's powerful. That's great. But Theresa, I'm excited about this industry because it continues to grow. It continues to blow up, if you will, as far as the need
Yes.
for it, no doubt about it. Even though it slows down, it never stops. There's always
Yes.
something that you can do, especially with technology as well. And let's talk about that a little bit. How big is tech today involved in the film and television industry today? How much has that changed?
It's huge,
Yes,
but
it
it's also shifting to new industries.
okay.
And by the way, Georgia, your state, Georgia, benefited from Michigan's stupidity. When they
Oh,
killed the film incentive, which was for a while the best in the industry,
yes.
the productions went from Michigan, along with their hundreds and
Woo!
hundreds
I
of millions
know.
of new money
Yeah,
and thousands of good paying jobs went to Georgia. And Georgia is still laughing to the bank, all the way to the bank,
yep.
because it's turned into a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Matter of fact, our governor just gave a raise to all the state employees, $5,000 raise. So I'm sure some of that money came from that industry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure it did. Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
you know, Georgia, you can say a lot about it, but they realized a good deal when they had it. And
Yeah.
like I say, they're laughing all the
Yeah.
way to the
Yeah.
bank.
Yeah. We're talking business here, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we talk about. And I think if I remember correctly, they cut the taxes a little bit so they can come on in here. But on the back end, the revenue stream is tremendous. And as you know, a lot of the movies are being made as we speak here in
Mhm.
Georgia now. Yeah. Matter of fact, I know 2 studios. Theresa, there's 1 studio down nearby where my pastor lives in Fayette County. Down that area is a beautiful studio. I think it's called Pinewood. Yeah. Pinewood
Yes.
Studios. Yep, it's there. And then there's another one. And then of course you got Tyler Perry's studio in the Atlanta area. So yeah, it was a great business move, if you will.
Yes.
No doubt about
But
that.
studios are popping up all over Georgia because
Yeah, yeah,
you've got good climate and you've got a really good film incentive.
absolutely. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do on Power Connections, guys. We want you to get the power of media, the power of film, television, ladies and gentlemen, where you talk to people like Theresa, ladies and gentlemen, who can help you get into the industry, but also even start your own as well. If you're interested in helping women, helping gender related, you help veterans, whatever. You may already have something in that area, right? You're doing that you're going to need some help on. And as you know, there's a lot of people doing a lot of great stuff, Theresa. I think though we need to come together a little bit more, though. That's the only thing.
Yes,
We need to come
I
over.
agree.
We need to come work with Theresa, guys. 5 or 6 of you guys can come over and collaborate. Once you talk to her and have a good plan, if she approves it, you guys can work together because you're all
Yes.
looking for the same thing.
I am open to
Yeah.
co-producing and working with others to help them achieve their goals.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole purpose. And our goal is the same, to help our humanity,
Mhm.
right? In the
Yes.
specific area of women, our veterans, ladies and gentlemen, and our gender-based areas as well that we need help on. So we got to do that. One day, Theresa, I guess we'll get them. We have to do a documentary on that, just that we're all human. Maybe.
Yes. Well, there's so many wonderful
Yeah.
pieces out there that talk about
Yeah.
just our humanness.
Yes.
And once you get beneath the skin,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we all bleed red.
Absolutely. That's one.
We
I
all
need
have
air. You need air. I need air. 2.
food,
I need food. 3, I need water. 4,
shelter.
I need to be
We
able
have,
to sleep. I got
yeah,
eyeballs. Yep, I know it.
yeah.
That's amazing. I don't know where that came from about this.
I never understood
Yeah,
why people make such a big, hairy deal
I think they just
over a
programmed.
person's skin.
They've been programmed. That's all. Because I used to fall into the trap years ago. Fell into the Kool-Aid. I was drinking too much Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I grew up in a family of rednecks. I'm trying not to use that word because it is very derogatory. And rednecks are some people who choose to be ignorant. And I've had family members who were great friends with Frank and Al Capone.
Yeah.
And I am more proud of them and that connection than the idiots who walked around in the white sheets.
Exactly. Exactly.
You may not have noticed, but I am the black sheep of the family. My birth family and I have like nothing to do with each other because
Hmm.
I am this intelligent woman who got an education, which
Right.
in my family that was like that they considered it a waste of money in education.
Really? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's amazing. I thought you was going to say the redhead of the family.
Well, I take after my grandmother. She
I
was a
love,
redhead too,
I love it.
but they they are interesting individuals and I'm trying to be kind.
I understand. I think we all have someone in our lineage that
Mhm.
falls into that category, no matter what color you are, ladies and gentlemen. I am excited about that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan talking to Theresa Chaze, ladies and gentlemen. She is a producer of film and television. She works with gender-based folks, ladies and gentlemen. She works with our women. She works with our children as well, of course, through family. She also works with our veterans, ladies and gentlemen, which is a great area. And we're just excited about the collaborations that is needed. We're getting ready to hear from Theresa about how to get in touch with her. Of course, I want you guys to share this out. You know, the biggest thing, Theresa, I like people to do is to share the information. You may not be interested, but I can guarantee you got one person in your family or in your network that's interested in
Mhm.
film and television, and they want to learn more. But guess what, guys? You got to trust the right people. You got to be with the right people. You got to do your homework, right? You got to call Theresa and see what she knows and say, oh, yeah, I think I can work with her. No doubt about it. So I want you guys to do that as well for those who are interested in film and television. How about just learning the ropes? In fact, I would almost recommend that you call Theresa and say, can you mentor me? Just be a
I
mentor.
do I do mentoring.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
am a mentor for hire.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
and I do help writers,
Yeah.
develop their work.
Yep. Yep.
And I also help
Yeah.
writers turn their books into novels or into
Fantastic.
screenplays.
I love it. I love it. You know, Theresa, I was
But
thinking, no, go
I
ahead.
no longer work for free. I no longer work for free.
Exactly. That's exactly right, ladies. So get your budget out and get ready to hire her as a consultant for your needs as well. Now, I was thinking about two things, Theresa. This is so important now with the COVID and other things going on around. How much can this industry work from home now? I know some things on the set you got to do, but tell us about that. Can a person work from home up to
Well,
a point?
the writing and the pre-production
Mm-hmm.
you can do from home.
Got you.
Production, you have to be there,
Got you. Right.
which is why the industry shut down
Right.
and really scaled back their
Yeah.
crews
Yeah.
because there is a safety factor.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But pre-production, the writing,
Mhm.
the table reads, you know,
Yeah.
we've been, the projects that I've been working on, the
Mm-hmm.
table reads were all done through Zoom.
Exactly. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Uh,
there's a lot in the pre-production and the development stage that you could do
mhm.
remotely.
Yes.
But when it comes to actual production, you got to be there.
Mhm.
You have to have boots on the ground.
Yeah.
But then when you get into post, you can also do a lot remotely
Right.
because these days you can send, big files and
Yeah.
there's no issue.
Right.
And it's not like you have to drop the hard drive in the
Right.
mail
Yeah.
and, wait for it to arrive. You can send it through the internet,
Yep.
even big files,
Yeah.
and it's practically immediate.
Right. Exactly.
So there's it's the middle part where you actually get things done
Yeah.
and filmed
Yeah.
that you have to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Pre and post can be done remotely.
I love it. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can actually literally contact Theresa, right? And guess what? If you have a script in your hand that she may have sent you or somebody else sent you, you can literally read your script on the air,
Yes,
in a Zoom and see if she'll give you a next step, if you need to do it or give you some tips. But keep in mind, you got to have a budget, right, for this. Now, she may give you a little bit of free time, but not all of it's not free. Very, very
exactly.
important.
Yeah, I'm willing to to chat
Yeah.
and
See where
to
you're going.
present a project.
Yeah.
One of the things you have to have it ready.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
read a script not
Mhm.
too long ago, actually a couple of them, where I know, one was by this experienced actor that I never would have thought it of.
Right.
If you say the phrase, "we see," I'm going to toss it in the trash
Okay.
right there. And most producers will,
Okay.
because it's not worth my time.
Okay.
my time is valuable. If
Mhm.
I, you know,
Yeah.
we see is you're telling me you don't know what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Scripts are written in present tense.
Uh,
You tell them what they see,
mhm.
whether it be a forest and the light filtering through the trees,
Gotcha.
or the dark clouds, or the fire. You
Gotcha.
say what you want to be seen, but not in detail.
Right. Right.
If you want to write detail like that, write a book.
Right. Gotcha.
You want to get the feel.
Gotcha.
uh, for example, a ghostly forest, a ghostly old growth pine forest
Mm-hmm.
with that the moonlight was filtering through the trees
Mm-hmm.
onto the ground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That sets up an image,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. Powerful. I love it.
And when you're talking about characters, you don't get specific.
Right.
Um, um, 50 something man who
Mm-hmm.
looks like a lumberjack.
Okay.
Uh, if the more detailed that you get, the more unprofessional you look, and the more you exclude actors from it.
Ah, very good. Very good. That's it right
And
there. That's why right there. I love it. Yeah.
and you do not put stage direction in for the cameras. Yeah, way back many moons ago,
Mm-hmm.
putting fade in, fade out
Right.
was acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not.
Right. Right. Wow. That's powerful.
You it Scripts are the blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
The executive producer is the contractor. The director is the foreman.
Mm-hmm.
The crew is, well, the builders,
Yeah.
but the actors are the interior decorators.
Mm-hmm.
They are what make it real.
Right. Right. Right.
And unless there is a specific reason to give stage direction that
Mm-hmm.
is necessary,
Mm-hmm.
you leave it out,
Yeah.
because the director and the actors will work out the bits, the acting bits,
Right.
and the actors will bring the emotion in.
Wow, that's powerful, Theresa. I love it. This is why you need to hire and learn from Theresa Chaze, ladies and gentlemen. She is the best in the industry. There's people that you want to get to know and build relationships with as well. And also, too, guys, I would encourage you guys to learn the industry, right? Just don't go in there with guns blazing, right? You need to stop and just learn what in the world's going on, how it works. Listen to Theresa. Listen to the industry, what you have to learn. And it may take a minute, right? I don't know how long it takes. Theresa, it take a couple years maybe before I can learn stuff to get.
You have to learn every day, and
Yeah,
it's a learning process.
yeah,
There are still things that I'm learning,
yeah, yeah. I'm sure we all are.
and when you think you know it all, you know nothing.
Exactly, exactly. That's why it just be better just to observe and learn. Observe and
Yes,
learn. Yeah, keep going. That is so
and
powerful.
you never know who's got that piece of information.
Yeah,
It could be, that you need. It could be an older person. It could be a younger
right,
person.
right, exactly.
We're all teachers and students for each other.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
when you respect each other and see that,
Yes, yes.
that's when you can continually learn and grow.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Theresa, I wanted to ask you to be first. Can people get in touch with you through LinkedIn as well? Is that okay to give out as well?
Oh, sure.
Okay, great.
I'm on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook. I am,
Yeah.
those are the two I'm primarily on.
Mm-hmm.
There's kaleidoscopefilmandtelevision.com.
Yep.
I am going to be learning more about Instagram.
Yes.
I've got several novels out there that I haven't been promoting
Hmm.
because I've been so busy with the others,
Right,
with
right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
but I've got novels out there on Amazon.
Hmm.
And yes, when I first started publishing on my own, the first books were horrible. They were well written. It's
Right.
just that there were a lot of typos.
Okay.
And I made a few interesting contacts who attacked me on, who left really nasty comments on Amazon,
Oh, wow.
and interesting situation.
It'll motivate you. For sure.
So the earlier works for the most part, have been cleaned up.
Yes.
They are, some of what they said was true. The spelling and punctuation was dreadful,
Yes.
but they have been fixed
I
a
love it.
couple of times.
That's all part of
But
the
no,
journey, ain't it? It's all part of
yeah,
the journey. Yeah, it's all part of it.
but even if you're published by a traditional publisher, you will find mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody gets them all.
Right. Exactly.
And so I write magical fantasy. I have a book out on writing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a book of shadows out there. I've got a coloring book out there.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
So I do a little bit of everything.
That's great. I love it. This is why we have Theresa, ladies and gentlemen, on Power Connections, because she's a power player for this month, and we're
Power
excited
player.
about that. No doubt about it. Hey, guys, I wanted to give you her LinkedIn. You just type in Theresa Chaze on LinkedIn. That'll give you all the contact information, because I know some of y'all didn't write down the kaleidoscope. I know y'all didn't, because you probably don't know how to spell it like me. So we got to look it up. But seriously, though, guys, go to her LinkedIn page and type in Theresa Chaze, and you'll get that information. I want to encourage you guys to contact her as soon as possible if you're interested in collaborations, right? First,
Yes.
second of all, if you're interested in learning about film and television, the industry, and of course, even just how about this, just working with her and working for her in some cases,
Yes.
you can learn the industry. Very, very important. That's powerful. I love it. I love it. Well, great. Well, Theresa, I love this time of the day because we always keep it moving. But I always love to give my guests any final thoughts, any takeaways, anything you want us to do, any final thoughts as we wind up this great day.
Okay. The best way to contact me is through the website or Facebook or LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking for co-collaborators who want to be part of Kaleidoscope Film and Television.
Yep.
I am looking for investment partners
Mm-hmm.
who want to be part of it. I am looking for corporations who want a product place. I can find placement for almost anything. I'm very innovative like that. And if you're weaselly, you can work things in. It's just, you just have to think. I don't think outside the box. I have ripped that sucker up a long time ago and used it the best way possible.
That's it. No box. There is no box.
There is no box.
But
if you go on Amazon and type my name in, I've got some really good novels out.
Yes.
The Not For Ourselves was actually part of my healing journey from a sexual assault. And I turned it into something that I could work with.
Yes.
And also help others find out why.
Yes. Yes.
So it's eventually it will be a project.
Yes, exactly.
And eventually the assault itself will by the deputies will be a feature film, and they may have gotten illegally away with it. But when you hurt a writer, it shows up in the writing.
Right.
So I will get my justice one way or another.
Absolutely. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Especially when you know how to use it.
Absolutely. That's the key. You got to know how to use both tools, right? You got to know how to use a sword, and you got to know how to use a pen properly. That's powerful.
Yes.
That's great, Theresa. Well, Theresa Chaze, this has been awesome. As you know, you're part. We got to have you on back periodically throughout the year to update us, find out what's going on.
I would love it.
Yes, we're looking forward to it. You're part of our network as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for collaborators on Power Connections with Theresa Chaze. We're looking for collaborators for her network, ladies and gentlemen, in film and television. We're looking for people who want to learn the industry. We want people who want to have a consultant, right? You need some consultants.
Yes.
She can do that as well. All I can say is get your budget out for that and get your paycheck out, your PayPal or whatever you got, and even Cash App. I'm sure you can take a Cash App too, right?
Well, cash is harder to get to me.
Yeah.
Because it's not safe to send through the mail. I work through PayPal.
Right.
You can send a check, but
Yeah, exactly. We'll keep it simple.
Yeah, I'm available for hire.
Yep, absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you guys to share this out. Right now, we're over, I think it's over 200,000. Yeah, 200,000 followers and listeners between my radio network and social media, Theresa. So we got a lot of folks who are going to be seeing this later. I'll be posting us on YouTube. So thank you so much, YouTube subscribers, for this. I want you guys to get in touch with Theresa and let her know that, hey, I'd like to learn some more about what you're doing. Or if you got some leads, right? Some people that say, hey,
Yes.
I'm looking for a collaborator too, as well. Some of you guys, get 5 or 6 people together, y'all talk about it, come up with a plan. And if you work the plan right, Theresa may give you an opportunity to work with her. Yeah, so look at that as
That
well.
would be wonderful. Kevin, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Theresa. So proud and excited for you. And we want to bless you for the whole year. And it starts today, and we want to have your best year ever. And we're going to make sure we do our part to get the word out on our network. So we keep posting. This is what we do, folks. We just post key people like Theresa Chaze on a network, and until people say, oh, I need to get in touch. I didn't know she was available, So we're excited that she's excited about working with you. I do want you guys to utilize the contact, networking, and areas that she has interest in for you. And I think you will benefit royally, or benefit from her being your mentor and also being your client as well. On top of that, you being her client as well. So we're excited about all of that. Well, Theresa, thank you so much for your time today. God bless you most of all. And we look forward to talking to you soon. I know you're in another part of the country. How's your weather today? I got to ask you about that. How's your weather up there right now?
We're in single digits, and I'm not leaving the house.
I understand.
I want to live. And so
blessing to have a place to live, ain't it?
yes.
Thank you so much for that. Well,
Kevin, thank you. Many blessings.
Oh, my pleasure, Theresa. Thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan, my special guest, Theresa Chaze. Ladies and gentlemen, she is an awesome individual. She'll help you in film and television. But we're also looking for collaborators, ladies and gentlemen, to help pull this off. Where we help our veterans, we help our age, gender, and ethnic diversity of humanity around the globe, ladies and gentlemen. We got some great things coming up in the future, but we're going to need your help to get that done, okay? So I want you to get in touch with Theresa. One of the quickest ways is on LinkedIn for those on LinkedIn, and Facebook too as well. Just type in Theresa Chaze. That'll get you started. But also too, Theresa, if they want to get in touch with you, they can contact me. I'll make sure you get that information as well. So
thank you.
Forward it to you as well. So thank you so much, everybody. Hey, this has been Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan. God bless you, everyone. We'll see you next time on the network. Theresa, appreciate your time. Have a great day.